Why, hello there, friend. I'm here to talk to you about imperialism in modern Japan. It is a time of war, the killing of the Russians, the massacring of the Koreans, and the conquering of the Chinese. We will be taking a journey back hundreds of years to witness this great time. Let's get started, shall we? For our time travel, I'm meeting up with historian Justin Huang, master of reading the pages of the World Cultures textbook. Hi, how you doing?
Hey, you must be Professor Howard, right?
Yes, that's me.
Alright, come on in.
This is private. Oh, Mr. Huang, what problems was Japan having in the early 18th century?
Well, it's a good thing that I left my book here.
What?
Aha! World history, connections to today. Alright, so as you can see, if we flip to this page right here, so basically, there was a lot of political conflict in Japan at the time. You see, a lot of people, they were discontent with their political status. This includes the samurai and the daimyo.
Oh, I see. So, why did Japan decide to end its 200-year isolation?
Whoa, that's a long time, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so, but the thing is, 200 years, like you said before, it's a long time. And when you're isolated, you start to lag behind everyone else in the global powers, right? Like in 1791, there was a book that was published that advocated how everyone else, including the West, was growing more stronger, had a better military and navy.
I see.
But unfortunately for the Japanese, their nightmares became true in 1853 when
Matthew Perry, I see.
Yeah.
Okay, final question. Why and how did Japan demonstrate their imperialist military strength?
Well, military strength was just one among the many. Well, for military strength, they conquered Korea, for example.
Oh, I see. Thank you very much, historian Huang. We don't really need to hear any more from you.
Alright, thank you. It was my pleasure.
Okay, bye. Need to take a journey back over 100 years? Let's go. We are now in Japan in the 1850s with barking dogs and wars. Don't question it, we just are. In 1853, Matthew Perry proposed a series of documents that would give the West legal power in Japan.
I want to sign this document that will give me a say in your government.
No, not really.
If you don't, I'll kill you. Okay.
These unfair laws plunged Japan into a time of anarchy. Finally, in the year 1868, a group of middle-class samurai overthrew the shogunate with American weapons, establishing the previous military as inferior, and started the Meiji Restoration. The government body is now a single council of state, consisting of an upper and lower house and 5 departments of state. Edo is renamed Tokyo, and a new era of Japan begins. The Meiji Restoration really brought about a great time for the Japanese, and a lot of Japanese people started to visit the West starting in the early 1870s. Watch as I morph into one of these men.
One evening, our host said that some ladies and gentlemen were having a dancing party, and that they would be glad to have us attended. We went. To our dismay, we could not make out what they were doing. Ladies and gentlemen seemed to be hopping about the room together. As funny as it was, we knew it would be rude to laugh, and we controlled our expressions, with difficulty, as the dancing went on. These were but a few of the instances of our bewilderment at the strange customs of American culture. Buy my book now! Only 8,000 yen!
Although Japan mostly followed the German model of government, they added in their own twist. They called this the Diet model. This consisted of elected government.
The people put me in power.
and the appointed house.
The government put me in power.
Not only did Japan have two separate houses, they also had a bureaucratic American-style government. But since there was a Department of War, the samurai weren't really needed anymore. Instead, they were replaced with any man who could hold a gun.
Yeah! America! Wait, sorry, I'm sorry. Japan!
To keep up with Western powers, Japan used many Western ideas. These ideas included the building of railroads, the building of banks, and even a postal system. To keep these industries going, the Japanese government sold the companies to wealthy families called zaibatsu. These families were able to keep the companies going with their vast wealth. As for society, there's been a change. Social classes in Japan were entirely removed, allowing almost anybody to get an education. Except for women. Anyway, Japan kept at peace by creating a homogeneous society, which means that everyone was the same and on the same page. After the Meiji Restoration, Japan was very confident in themselves. The gaining of Korea spurred the Sino-Japanese War. In the following scene, I will be playing Japan because I've been the narrator the entire time and I actually want to do something. China still saw Korea as a tributary state and was well willing to fight Japan over it in the Sino-Japanese War. Although China had superior technology and resources, Japan greatly had benefited from modernization. This allowed Japan to win the Sino-Japanese War. My next target, or should I say, Japan's next target, was Russia. In addition to the problems that Korea caused China and Japan, Russia also wanted Korea. It's time to show them who's boss.
In Soviet Russia. Russia's you!
It didn't make any sense.
It doesn't matter. We will conquer. Mother Russia will.
America!
It's Japan!
Japan!
In a little more depth, Japan challenged Russia, its competitor for land in Korea and Manchuria, in what is now known as the Russo-Japanese War. Japan's navy cleared almost an entire Russian fleet in Manchuria. Afterwards, the Treaty of Portsmouth granted Japan with Korea and certain parts of Manchuria. This East Asian land would give Japan a leg up later on in the conquering of other nations. Japan was very unpopular with Korea. Japan built railroads and many other things, but none of them really benefited Korea at all. In addition, Japan took away Korea's heritage and religion. Koreans were furious over this, and they started a protest. Let's see how that ends. As I was saying, Korea started a non-violent protest against Japan.
Oh my god!
Japan wasn't very happy with this.
Oh, it felt like it broke my spine.
They crushed the rebellion.
Oh, all I did was I wanted to say my right.
Korea would have to wait many years later to have their freedom. Alright, I have to say, no Seths were harmed in the making of this film.
Okay.
Alright, man, are we good? I don't want to get sued.
Yeah.
Come on. And now, it's time to go back to the present.
Will, what are you doing? It's Back to the Future.
Oh, alright. Back to the future. Marty, come with me. Whoa. Sorry, time travel makes you lose a lot of hair. Anyway, thanks for watching. I have to say, Justin, shut the hell up. We're harmed. Korea caused China and Japan. We gotta do that again. And now, me saying, that's a shot.
Russia, is you!
Alright, so that's a shot.
Oh!
Yeah! Wait, look. And then that's gonna be a shot, okay?